This is Prime Progress News. Here are the topics that made headlines this week. President Bola Tinubu is in Delhi, the Indian capital, for a 6-day official visit, during which he will attend the G20 Leaders Summit and business-related meetings. The G20 Summit is scheduled to be held on Saturday the 9th and Sunday the 10th of September 2023. He will also attend a number of high-level meetings and engagement with other world leaders and business executives on the sidelines of the summit. A long-awaited metro rail service on Monday began operations in Lagos to help slash travel times and make commuting easier in the Nigerian commercial hub. The Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was the first passenger to ride on the train during its inaugural trip as operations began on Monday. The 13-kilometer-long first phase finally carried its first passengers on Monday, 4 decades after plans for the rail service were proposed.
Almost 4 million citizens that have the Cowry card already. And so this Cowry card will be used on the train.
And Nigeria's presidential election tribunal ruled on Wednesday that Nigeria's main opposition parties failed to prove claims of electoral malpractice against the governing All Progressives Congress (APC) in the February's disputed elections. The tribunal rejected the opposition challenge to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's win in the presidential election. Tinubu's government had dismissed all claims of wrongdoing and appeared confident before Wednesday's decision. The president welcomed the verdict and calls for collective effort to build the nation. Meanwhile, reactions have followed the judgment of the tribunal from opposing parties. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has rejected the ruling and has instructed his lawyers to immediately challenge the ruling of the 5-member Presidential Election Petition Court led by Justice Simon Haruna Samani. Obi stated this at a press conference in the commercial capital of Onitsha, Anambra State on Thursday in reaction to the PEPC ruling, where he copiously acknowledged the court's contributions to due process and the seeming attempt to strengthen our democracy.
It is my intention as the presidential candidate and the intention of Labour Party to challenge this judgment by way of appeal immediately as allowed by the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
In a similar way, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) on Thursday rejected the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal judgment that affirmed the victory of President Bola Tinubu in the February 25, 2023 presidential election. He said the tribunal judgment failed to restore confidence.
My decision to go to court is anchored in my belief that the court is the sanctuary of justice.
Meanwhile, students of the University of Lagos Akoka staged a peaceful protest against the increase in fees from 19,000 naira to 190,000 naira. However, it was gathered that police operatives dispersed the students with tear gas and arrested some of them. The National Association of Nigerian Students on Thursday condemned the arrest of students who were protesting fee hike at Unilag Junction on Wednesday and has issued a 48-hour ultimatum for the management of the University of Lagos to reverse the hike in the institution. Meanwhile, Gabon's military rulers have freed President Ali Bongo Ondimba and released a proof-of-life video. According to the junta, he has freedom of movement and can travel abroad if he wishes to carry out his medical checks. Meanwhile, Gabon's military government, which seized power in a coup last week, appointed a former opposition leader, Raymond Ndong Sima, as a prime minister of its transitional government. Sima, a 68-year-old economist, was an outspoken critic of President Ali Bongo, who was removed by military officers on August the 30th. And that's all in our news round this week. Follow us on our social media handles for more information.